Hey everyone, welcome back to Playing Quietly. My name is Ryan, and today I am bringing you another Elden Ring guide. Today we're going to be discussing the Yura questline. Now, this quest has some really good and extremely useful rewards tied to it. So to start things off, the first place we can meet Yura is actually optional. We are going to be able to first meet him at the Seaside Ruins Site of Grace, just under these ruins right here on the map.
Ah, you must be the new Tarnished. You do well to steer clear of Agheel Lake, fledgling. A dragon roosts there, and it's as fearsome as it is majestic. So, unless you're mad, or wish to be burned alive, stay clear of the lake. Don't be a fool. Turn back before it's too late.
So after Yura warns us about this dragon at the lake, we can actually summon him to help us fight the dragon. Again, this part is completely optional. So the first thing we are going to need to do is have the dragon come down to meet us. So after the dragon comes crashing down, we are going to intentionally die to the dragon. After the dragon kills us, we are going to go back to Yura and speak with him.
You bloody half-wit. Picking a fight with a dragon. Well, I can tell you want to see it through. Seems I'm forever crossing paths with hotheads like you. I can tell you want to see it through. Fools will be fools. Fight all the dragons you like.
Now it should be noted here that I had to die from the dragon twice, but I'm not sure if that is required. In any case, now we can return to the spot where the dragon was summoned, and Yura's summon sign will now be down. It can be a little bit tricky to see, but it is located right here on the map, right by this ruin here. So we're going to dismount and summon Yura. And after taking out the dragon, we're going to return to the ruins once again to speak with Yura.
There you are. That was my first dragon hunt in quite some time. Paired up with a hothead like you. It was just like old times. Now that you've so impressively felled that dragon, there's something you should know. The heart you brought back. It's used in dragon communion. If you should find yourself overcome by hunger for the heart, yearning for its strength, then seek the decrepit church on the little island off the western coast. You must not forget, though, those who partake in dragon communion will one day shed their humanity, their hunger for dragon, their yearning only worsens until the floodgates burst, unleashing eternal torment. The strength of a mighty dragon. Magnificent, but deadly. It's no surprise that dragon communion is ruinous.
The next place that we are going to encounter Yura is in this canyon here when we are ambushed by one of the Bloody Fingers. We are going to have to delay the fight a little bit, as if you kill the Bloody Finger too fast, Yura will not spawn. Once you are invaded by the Bloody Finger, it's good to just kind of kite him a little bit back towards the mouth of the river, and that is going to be where Yura will spawn to help us. Once Yura arrives to help us, we are free to take out the Bloody Finger. After taking out the Bloody Finger, we are going to be rewarded with Reduvia. This is an extremely nice early game weapon. It is extremely fast and has a nice 30 blood buildup, as well as the built-in Ash of War Reduvia Bloodblade. The next place we are going to find Yura is under these ruins further up the river here.
Ah, we meet again. To have fought Nerijus and lived. You must have seen your share of battle. I am Yura, as you might recall. Hunter of bloody fingers, tarnished, held in thrall by cessblood. Zealots, who stalk their own. You stay the path. You're certain to face more of them. Just remember, no kinship with their ilk remains. Their madness precludes it. Don't let your emotions stay your blade. Be on your way. Perhaps we will meet again, if fate permits.
The next place that we will encounter Yura is at the Raya Lucaria Academy. Before we can enter the Raya Lucaria Academy, we are going to need a key. The key is located behind this sleeping dragon here. However, I've already picked it up, but I will still show you where to get the key. It's going to be located right in this back corner here, and then you can just jump behind the dragon without having to do the encounter. Now, after picking up the key, we need to make our way to one of the Raya Lucaria Academy entrances. The one I usually use is the back entrance, which is going to be located around here, and we're going to use a jet stream in order to get up there. Now, regardless of whether or not you take the front or the back entrance, it's going to put you in this area here. What we want to do is run back past this rune here, and Yura's summon sign is going to be on the ground here. We are going to activate it, and we're going to help him take out one of the bloody fingers. After taking him out, we're going to be transported back, and we're going to receive the Ash of War Raptor of the Mist, and then we're going to talk to Yura on the bridge.
Oh, it's you. Thanks for your help there. That bloody finger was a thorn in my side. And now I'm finally rid of him. Here's a token of thanks. Please, take it. I may not have much time, I'm dying to see you. Eleonora. Violet Bloodyfinger. Yes, I've been tracking Eleonora for quite some time. She is the deadliest of all Bloodyfingers. She's felled many an old hand already, but in spite of her cessblood zealotry, Eleonora is a proud knight. If she comes for you, do not think twice. You must flee. There is no shame in self-preservation. Be on your way. Perhaps we will meet again, if fate permits.
The next place that we are going to encounter Yura is in the Altus Plateau at the Second Church of Marika, which is located here on the map. Now, in order to get to Altus, you are going to need to activate the Grand Lift of Dectus. In order to do that, you are going to need the two halves of the Dectus Medallion. The first one can be found at Fort Height, and the second one can be found at Fort Feroth. If you need more information on how to get the two halves, I will link a video in the description below. But for now, we are going to go to the Altus Plateau Site of Grace, and from here, just follow the path on screen. Now, when we get to the church, we are going to find a dying Yura on the ground. We just have to speak with him. However, after the dialogue, we are going to be invaded by a pretty tough fight if you are early on in the game.
Eleonora. It seems I am no match for you, but I've learned a thing or two myself. You see, I've sliced the finger off. Please. Please. Eleonora. Yield to the cessblood no longer. Do not stain the immaculacy of your sword. Your flesh. Your fire.
After Yura dies, we are going to be able to pick up the Nagakiba. And then we are going to be invaded by Eleonora. And once you have taken out Eleonora, she will drop the Purifying Crystal Tear, as well as Eleonora's Pole Blade. Now, the Purifying Crystal Tear is used to negate the curse that Moog is going to put on us during his boss fight, and it can be activated by mixing it into a Flask of Wondrous Physick. And Eleonora's Pole Blade is a very good twin blade. It is going to have standard and pierce damage, and it is going to come with the Blood Blade Dance Ash of War. Now, the last place that we are going to encounter Yura, or at least what looks like Yura, is going to be in the mountaintops of the Giants. And more specifically at the Zamor Ruins Site of Grace. This, however, is just Yura's body being possessed by Shabriri.
Finally, we meet the Tarnished. who would be lord. Oh my. Why the long face? I fear that you were previously acquainted with this vessel. Well, that is most unfortunate. For he is dead. As for his flesh, he gave it to me. Shabriri, I hope you can make your peace with that. Chosen, tarnished, and would-be lord, descend into the depths far below the Erdtree capital. Seek audience with the three fingers and the flame of frenzy. Burn the Erdtree to the ground and incinerate all that divides and distinguishes. Ah, may chaos take the world. May chaos take the world!
Now from here you can either do as Shabriri requests and go to the depths of Lindell and follow the path of the frenzied flame. Once you do and you return to this place, you will get Yura's armor, or you can just attack here and take his armor from him.
Well, this I did not expect. But if you do not care for lordship, I'm afraid Shabriri is chaos incarnate. I cannot die. May chaos take the world.
And that is going to do it for Yura's questline. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you found this video helpful or entertaining, hopefully I have earned your subscription. Don't forget to check back for new videos coming out all the time. But until then, have yourselves a good one.